Peace, family, grand rising. Thank y'all for tuning in today. I'm going to take a look at the market, take a look at some main assets, and we're going to take a look at some altcoins just to see what the market is doing right now. We got a little bit of positive momentum going on. So we're going to take a look at the market and just really give an in-depth look of what price action could be seen to the upside and to the downside. So let's get started. Right now, I'm on a daily on Bitcoin, and let's just take a look. So Bitcoin had a run up right here. Bitcoin had a run up to about $68,968, roughly. Is about right? Yeah, I'm gonna say that. And you never can really be too accurate, but roughly about $68,968.73. Since then, we have pulled back and we are currently trading at $58,041, $44, trending in between that $58,000 mark. We came down and tapped, what is this? Right there, about 55,000. What's that? Put it right there. Mark it off right there. 55,687. So you had a decrease in value on Bitcoin of about 19%. You have taken profit and pulled back about $13,215.73. Now that was on this wick right here. Let's open this up. I was on this wick. So right now, actually, you are only, because it appears that people are actually buying the dip. So really, you are only down about $10,889. Because like I said, 15.78% people are starting to buy the dip. Institutions are possibly buying the dip. But let's turn on some other indicators to really give us a more in-depth look of what we could expect from price action. So the very first indicator that I'm going to use is going to be my EMA. Now, from your EMA, you are under your 20-day, which is this red line. You are under your 50-day, which is this orange line. So you could possibly get rejected at $58,886, roughly. So I'm gonna just say 58,800. Now, the reason why I know that this is your resistance is because it used to be support right here. What was once support can turn into resistance. What is once resistance can turn into support, which is the case that we see back here. This price action, where I drew my line at down here to give this support, it was once resistance right here. And then it flipped support. And then this line flipped support. That's major resistance. And really, I like to play it off the bodies, not off the wicks. So really, off of the body closings, really Bitcoin was only had a really true high of about $67,612. So I'm gonna also mark that off as well. And then let's put that up here. So what is that? $67,514. Perfect. Now, let's take a look at some other indicators. Tell us which way this could be possibly going. Remember, I'm on a daily chart. Now, once I switch to a 4-hour and 1 hour, you're going to see things look completely different. So pay attention to that. Turn on my MACD. My MACD tells me about volume. Now, the volume is still to the downside on the daily. Pay attention to that. You're still to the downside on the daily. Let me close this out so we can get a better view. Now, you have not reached your lowest low on your volume. You're getting close, but it's not there just yet. Now, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna mark this off right here. See if we get a close or a volume indicator pushed below that on the daily. We have 8 hours and 54 minutes before we close. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't see this price pushing past $58,800 area. If it does, good, but we need to close above this 50-day. We don't close above that 50-day, we will not see an increase in price action. And today is Friday. Most institutional buyers, they're going to be taking profit on Friday. So keep that in mind as well. I'm going to turn on one more indicator. I only use about 3 and other tools. Relative strength index. That is the strength of the asset. And I'm here to tell you right now that Bitcoin on the daily is not strong. Right now on the RSI, you are at 41.59. After 45, you become about bearish, maybe even below the 50. So really, I'm gonna just say below the 50. So I'm gonna mark that off. I'm gonna set my coordinates. 45 is the real indicator, but I'm gonna just go ahead and say with the 50, just to really gauge it. Because you can actually bounce off of the 50, but you haven't. You are below your 50. But I'm gonna also put the 45 on here as well. And then set my coordinates. 45. Perfect. You are below both of those. You are bearish. Here's your trend. Trend is the friend to the end of the trend. Look at this. So this was your first one right there. You couldn't break it. Boom. Second trend. Couldn't break it. Got rejected. You rejected hard off of that last one. Look at that. Right there. And we're also going to mark off that line right there. Let me pull this down some. Perfect. Close that. Close this. Now let's take a look. You're bouncing off of this line right here as support, but that's at 38.07. You are still completely under your 45. You are completely under that 50. Where was once that line that we just drew ever found at support? It's temporary support about right there, and here. It didn't actually touch it though. I'm looking for a touch. Looking for a touch. Where's my touch? Right there. Bam. Touched it. Let's zoom in. I got a touch right there. That was support. I got a major touch right there. That was major support. This right here actually gave you that push right here. So actually, what price action is that? What day is that? That's August the 29th. Let's go back August the 29th. See where price action was. Where's my price action? Where's price? Okay, there we go. There's our price. And then we said August the 29th. That gave us that bounce off of that line. Where's August 29th at? Right there. Okay, I need my price action to raise up. Bear with me 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to pull this out. Let's bring that down. Awesome. Where's August the 29th? August 29th is here. So you had your bounce here. Let me pull that up. August 28th, 29th, right there. Had your temporary bounce, you gave your bounce, and then got rejected. And then came right back down. So you could actually see that happen again. Nothing is ever definite with price. That's the one thing you gotta know. Nothing is ever definite with the price. You can actually see something happen, and you could see support, and you can have support, and then all of a sudden you get the support and you get the push to the upside, and then you get the rejection. And then when that rejection comes, it rejects back down way past your price target that you were comfortable at. So pay attention to those indicators. But let's get back on task. So let's go back here. All right, I'm gonna use one more using my Fibonacci tool. And I'm gonna do from a swing low to a swing high. Just so I can see where my support is. Normal Fibonacci retracement is between a 382 and a 618. Here's your 382. Your 382 is $53,567. But your 100 day is giving you support right here at 54,000. What is that? 54,000. 54,000. Right about there. 54,599. I'm going to call it about $54,600. $54,600 roughly. You have that support. But you have support from your 382 right here at 53,567. If you lose your 100 day as support, because currently you're just playing off of the previous buyers over here. This is what you're playing off of. You're playing off your previous buyers over here. You got buyers and sellers over here. So you got old buy orders, old sell orders. So right now you are bouncing off of that support based off of previous price action where orders did not get picked up. So now you're starting to get that little bit of a pump. You were up $1,000. Now you're only up 784, 809. So let's change the time frame on this. Let's go to a 4 hour. Look at that. Let's open this up. Let's open this up. Let's open this up right here. Our very first level of resistance is right under our 20 day. There's your resistance right there, 58,886. Your 20 day is sloping down. This is not the time to be buying. This is not the time to be buying right now. Now, if you're a trader and you want to scalp this, cool. You can scalp that. You might get, you know what I'm saying, that extra little oomph to the upside, but that's all you're really going to get, because you're going to get rejected by this 20-day, because it's just sloping down, just constantly coming down, and it's crossed over all your moving averages. You're under all major moving averages. You're going to have to get back above all of these moving averages in order to see price go back to the upside. So all of these are resistance. So you got to beat out the resistance in order to see price action increase. That's on the 4 hour. What will we look like on the 1 hour? On a 1 hour, you have somewhat support from the 20-day. Actually, you do have support from your 20-day, but you're getting rejected by your 50. Look at that. You got support from your 20, getting rejected by the 50. Come back down, possibly test or retest your 20-day. And after that, you might come back, test your 50-day again. But you have not broken that 50 in a minute. On a 1 hour, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. In 37 hours, you have not broken that thing. And actually, it's more than that. You tried to break it, but you didn't. So now you're still getting rejected. Now, you do have that positive momentum coming in on a 1 hour. Yep, you went positive. You turned positive. Look, you're gapping up. But how long are you going to gap up? How long will that gap up continue? It's only on a 1 hour. See what 30 minutes looks like. Look, getting weak on the 30. There's a light green bar right there. Even weaker on the 15. So when you change these time frames, the time frames will show you. Now, on your 4 hour, you're coming out of negative momentum, but you have not turned positive on the 4 hour. Very positive on the 1 hour, very positive. If you would have caught this last night and rolled that up, you'd be in profit. But on the 4 hour, you have not turned positive. So pay attention to that. So overall, I'm looking for more downside on Bitcoin. I'm looking for more downside. I'm looking for us to come back, possibly retest this 50-day right here, and then come back down and possibly test this 100-day. Because you're still in negative momentum on the daily. You're still in negative momentum. So keep that in mind. So I am looking for $54,559 to get tested. Hopefully we hold that area. And if we don't hold that area, then look for the 200 to get picked up, which is about $49,256. And that's Bitcoin. Let's take a look at Ethereum. Now, I charted this already. So I'm going to rechart this. Let's turn all of this off. Boom. Perfect. I like it like that. That's beautiful. All right. What am I on? I'm on a daily. These ads are ridiculous, man. I'm not. Okay. Let's take a look. That's interesting. That's really interesting. I didn't pay attention to that before. Right there. 39.63. But you had a high of almost $5,000. You had a high of almost $5,000. So I'm gonna run this two different ways. I'm gonna run this from a swing low to a swing high, and from a swing high to a swing low. Now, I can put this in two different areas, from my swing high to my swing low. And let's see which areas actually make sense. So I'm gonna run it from right here first, and then I'm gonna run it to my last low, right there. Now, does that make sense? Kind of, sort of. Kind of, sort of. Not bad. Came down, you caught your support right here. Let's turn on the EMAs. Turn on the EMAs, see what the EMAs say. Your EMAs got your resistance right at your one spot. EMAs have your resistance at 43.80. You are currently trading at 42.23. See what your RSI and your MACD says. MACD, RSI. We're on a daily. You 46.75 on the daily on your RSI. That peak right there. Where's your 45 at? Where's 45? You broke 45, but you're still negative. You got a light bar of positive momentum, just not positive momentum, but coming out of negative momentum. But you are right under your 20-day. You do not have support just yet because you still have 8 hours, 39 minutes for this candle to close. Has to close above your 50, but you're going to get rejected by your 20. You're going to get rejected because you already lost that support. Now, let's run it the opposite way and see what it says. Let's run this. Where do I want to run this from? I'm going to run it from that bottom. Let's run it from here. I like that. That's perfect. Boom. Now, check this out. You are trading above your 236, but you got to close above your 236. Your 20 days were right there, same spot. And look at that. Now, I want y'all to see this. That is resistance. It was resistance here. It was resistance there. Right here. 1, 2. About to be resistance again. You have to break and close above your 20-day to see price action continue to move to the upside. You're going to get a pump. True enough, because of you had your support. Here's your support. Look, it was once resistance right here. Let me open this up. It was once resistance here. So now support here. Soon as you lose this support, come back down, test your 100-day. You lose the 100-day, you test your 382. You lose your 382, who knows? Possibly come down and test your half or your 200-day. So keep an eye on this because you are still bearish. You are still bearish. Even though you're having a wave of positive momentum coming to the market, you're still bearish. 4 hour, look at this. You are under still all major moving averages. You got 36 minutes and 30 seconds to figure out, is your 20-day going to operate as support? But then you have your 200-day right here. Level of resistance. So it looks good now, but you got all this resistance coming in. All of this is resistance. Like I said, looks good on the 4 hour, and you're going to have positive momentum come in, and which you do on your MACD. There's your positive momentum. Cool. But you got to break all of this resistance. And I'm not a buyer until we get back above 44, 41. Let me move that back up. Right there. Go back. Actually, let me just draw it. That'll work. 44.41. And that's just my level of comfort because that used to be resistance. Used to be resistance, it turned support. So now I need that to break and open and close above my line of support. So overall, you're still under all major moving averages. You still have not closed. You want to wait for body closings. You got to wait for the body closings, but you got all this resistance coming into play. So that would not make me a buyer. I'm not a buyer of resistance. I'm a buyer of support. So overall, I'm looking for Ethereum to come back and test probably about the $3,600 area. If I was a gambling man, I would say this $3,600 area, maybe even 37. Where's 37? Where's 37? 37? Nope. I'm still comfortable. I'm still comfortable around this $3,600 area. So $3,600, then that would make me a buyer. And that's my outlook on Ethereum. Let's take a look at Litecoin. Same thing, under all major resistance. Let's go back. Under all major moving averages. It looks good, might be good. Let's do this. Let me show you. Boom. Still under the 236. You are under your 236. So you can get a pump, 218 to 223. Absolutely. Let's turn on the moving averages. Which EMA say, look at that. You haven't created support yet, and your resistance is right there, right before your 236. 222, look at that, 222. Right there, boom, that's resistance. So you can't tell me, and we're on a 4-hour, you can't tell me that you're a buyer because you're under all of these moving averages. You're under all of those. Let's go to a daily. On the daily, you're getting a pump, but you're still under. You're getting that pump, but you're still under. So now you're just waiting. And that's not even, that's on a smaller time frame. Look at that. Look at that. Let me redraw this. Let me redraw this. Let's look at it like this. Let's look at it like this. Right here. Boom. That's better. I like that better. That looks more friendly. So you had your 618 retracement right there. Broke your 618, came back down. Now you have support at $200. Got support right there, $200. $200.18. Now, here's your resistance. Same spot. Same exact spot. Look at that. 222. I missed it by a couple of cents. By a couple of cents. Actually, nope. Am I on? Wow. I am on chart. Wow. 222.31. Look at this. Your 382 is 222.31. Wow. That is how you do TA, family. That is how you recognize which way your price action is possibly going to go. So I can see 222.31 getting hit and acting as resistance. You might even possibly pump up and get it up to the 20-day. So pump up and then pull back, possibly. Or this just might be a wick. Because like I said, you still have 8 hours and 30 minutes to decide. Let's go back to a 4-hour. Same thing. Look, resistance on your 4-hour, right under that 382. Resistance. Now, I will say this. Your lows are getting higher. Lows getting higher on the 4-hour still. Even though you created higher highs, you're still creating higher lows. So dollar cost average if you can. Yeah. Let's draw a trend. Let's draw a trend right quick. Boom. Let's see if that trend holds. I'm going to see if that trend holds. If it does not hold $200.18, then I will look for it to come back and test $177.71. And that is my outlook on Litecoin. Let's take a look at EOS. And let's remove all of these drawings indicators. Let's go to a daily. This really looks like consolidation from EOS, to be honest. This really looks like consolidation. Let me see if I run it from the wick, what I'll get. Yeah, still in the red zone. Still in the red zone. Let me see if I adjust it to the body. Let's go to the body. Was that my low? Nope, this was my low over here. Perfect. EMAs. I need EMAs. Let's see what my EMAs tell me, my MACD, my RSI. So under all major moving averages on the daily, and you getting that crossover to the downside. It's not looking good for EOS right now. It's not looking good. Not looking good at all. Let's go to a 4-hour. Now, on your 4-hour, you got that little positive momentum. Got the slight momentum. But you were getting rejected by your 20-day. You ain't going past the 20. You got your move, your crossovers from the EMAs to the downside, not to the upside. Let's go back to a daily. You could possibly pump up to about 458, maybe, but you're still in negative momentum on the MACD. Still in the red zone. So possible consolidation. Possible consolidation. Still, it's not looking good. I'm not a buyer. I like EOS only because of wax, but I'm not seeing it. Not on price. I need this to get above. I need this to add. You know what? In all honesty, I need this to get above the 236. I need to get above $5.94. Now, you could accumulate this dollar cost average. You could dollar cost average, but for me personally, I'm not a buyer unless I start seeing openings and closings above the 236. And we haven't had openings and closings above the 236 since, what is this? We haven't had opening and closings above the 236 since May. Yeah, so this might be consolidation. You might see a nice breakout from EOS, but I'm not a buyer. I'm not a buyer, like I said, until we start closing above the 236, which is at $5 and what? $5.94. Let's take a look at Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash. Lost our support. Trying to get it back. I had a move on Bitcoin Cash. It hit my 13%, a little bit over my 13%. Let's see where it went to. Turn my magnet off. Right about there. I had 21% on Bitcoin Cash, and then it sold off. Hit my stop loss. Boom. So now we're trying to get back above, but we are under all major moving averages. This looks exactly like EOS. Consolidation. So now I can turn all of this off now. Remove drawings and indicators. Let's go ahead, draw this back from the top again, where the wick is. Yep. So you got some sort of support right here at 543, currently trading at 573. And then let's turn the movement averages back on. Yep, you're under all major movement averages. So you could come down and see lower prices, maybe come back and test this area here at about $473. Maybe, just maybe. Wait a minute, is that support and resistance right there? 502 for real. 502, yeah, I could see that. I could see that. So let's do it another way then. Let's bring it here. And then let me redraw that. Let me just redraw it. So, nope, that's my measurement. Let's go and then turn my thing back on. And then boom, let's do it like this. All right, now, this is interesting. Even though you're under all major moving averages, you are trending on your 618. Look, right here, 1, 2, 3. Now, you could possibly lose that support because you've been holding this for support for quite some time. So you could come back and back test. Where could I come back and back test? Where could I come back to back test? Where is this at? Right here, 473, 474. Whoa, that's scary. Hold on. Is that? I know why. Man, this is making so much sense. Fib, right there, said 474. I got it on 473. Man, the TA makes so much sense. Wow. So, possible pullback to the 786 area, which is about $474. I got it marked at 473. So we're going to keep that right there and see what it does. Let's take a look at Chainlink. Chainlink, same thing. 382 is now resistance. Used to be support. You are not under all major moving averages. You have some support, not just yet. Let's go to a 4-hour. Let's go to a 4-hour. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. 4-hour, you are at resistance on your 20-day. 4-hour, you are right at resistance. Now, you got to break this. You got to break it, and you got to close above your 382. If you get a close above your 382, wait for the confirmation if you're trading this, and then trade it to the next level of possible resistance, which is about $29.46, maybe even $29.58, maybe. Or you can get a strong push to the upside, depending upon how much volume you have coming in. Let's check the volume. You are positive on your volume. you are positive. That is a strong bar of positive momentum, but you gotta close above your 20-day. Where you at on the 1 hour? Now, on a 1 hour, you got support from your 20 and your 50, but you're facing that resistance on your 382 and your 100-day is right there. 29.15, and you're actually losing positive momentum on your 1 hour. So 29.15 is your resistance. You're currently trading at 28.66. All right, where are we going from here? Let's go back to a daily. So, like I said, this could be a wick. This could just be a quick pump just to get that last little hoorah out the market real quick, and then take profit and come back, and you could possibly test $22.91 if you lose your 200-day and if you lose the half. So keep that in mind as well. Let's take a look at some gamer tokens. Yeah. Gamer tokens are performing completely different from the rest of the market. This thing, Engine token, has not been playing fair at all. So now, right now, we are currently at almost our all-time high. Our all-time high actually is about $3.99. Let's mark that off. I'm gonna go ahead and do a swing high to a swing low. Look at that. Now, you want to get the support above $3.30. You're currently trading at $3.50. You are not out of negative momentum just yet. Pay attention to that. Let's go to a 4 hour. On a 4 hour, you got the positive momentum. You had the open. Now, possibly continuation, because you got the support from your 20 and your 50-day. You got the support from your 20 and your 50. So this one is trading a little bit different from the rest of the market. While the rest of the market is just giving you that resistance to look at, you actually have support on ENJ. So let's take a look at a 1 hour to really give it. You got the support from your 786 on a 1 hour. I will look for this to close. So on the daily, I want this to close above the 786. I want this to close above $3.30. If it does, then that will make me a buyer, and hopefully I close out with that positive momentum going into the weekend. So look for $3.30 to close on Engine token. Keep that one in mind. Let's look at another gamer token. Most people don't know about this gamer token. This is Bet Protocol. And Bet Protocol gave us, what, a little bit over 21%? A little bit over 21%. We were looking for a 79% move at least, and we did not get that. So we got our first target, but we didn't get our second, third target at all. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to delete all of this and start over from scratch. Very first thing I see, we're in a downtrend. Haven't broken that downtrend. Even though I'm swinging this from this wick, we have not broken that downtrend. Still in a downtrend. I never paid attention to this. Even though I like this asset, it's in a downtrend. So possible support, look for this to come back. I don't know. Hopefully it holds right here. I'm looking for this to hold, but we are under all major moving averages. So I can't say for certain that I want this to hold, or it might hold because we're under all major moving averages. And your 20 and your 50, that thing is crossed over. It's not crossing up, it's crossing over and down. So not just yet on the crossover, but it's starting to cross. So you're under all major moving averages. If you can hold this support right here at 1/8 of a penny, not even a full penny just yet, for me, this is just an accumulation token, to be honest with you. To be honest, to completely be honest, this is just an accumulation, because one day this thing is going to take off, and when it does, I'm going to be right there holding it. So possibly could come back and back test what? Maybe a half a penny, maybe a half, not sure. I don't see that necessarily come back to test a half a penny. I'm not sure, but stranger things do happen. Boom, right there. That's my analysis for B Pro. Let's take a look at another gamer token. Who else is on here? Who else is on here? Where's Sand? Where's Sand? Everybody's been raving about Sand. Yeah, we bought this thing way back here, bro. Oh my God. This thing has over exceeded my expectations. Man, this thing has completely over exceeded my expectations, completely. Right now, you are above all major moving averages, but you are tapped out at your 1618. We would have to close above this 1618 to actually see price action continue to the upside, but you are looking a little exhausted. Let's look at the RSI and our MACD. Yeah, you are above, way above your RSI. I could definitely see this come back to test possibly, what is that, 290? 290 would make me a buyer, maybe even $3, but I'm not touching this all the way up here. I'm not touching that all the way up there. So 290, possibly maybe even $3, maybe even $3.14. If I can get that pullback back to about $3.14, then that would possibly let me know that I was right in my analysis. So I'm gonna come back and start dollar cost averaging in, because we do have that 20-day support, which is right there at $2.90. But keep in mind, you are above your RSI. So actually, I might short this. I might short this. I might short. Yeah, I think that might be my thing to do right there. Yep, because we are above. Let's on 4 hour. Yeah, you losing that positive momentum. Losing it. You're losing that positive momentum. So possibly touching 382. How much of a percentage is that? If I was to short right now. Right about there. 8%, 8.62%. If I was to short from 418 to 382. By the way, none of this is financial advice. Please do not take it as such. I'm not a financial advisor. Please do not consult this as financial advice. These are just my opinions and my opinions alone. I could become 100% wrong about all of this. So do not take this as financial advice. But me personally, I might be looking to short this, because you got resistance 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Okay. So that is my analysis on SAN. Let's take a look at Rev. Rev is something completely different. I like Rev. Nobody really knows about Rev. Nobody really talks about Rev. Rev is actually one of my favorite projects. Rev is a part of Formula One racing, where you can actually purchase race cars and use them to actually win Rev tokens. They have Rev racing, they got Formula One racing, they got F1 Delta Time. The website is f1deltatime.com. I'm not going to go into specifics. I'm just charting this asset. So looking at this, we are right at our resistance. Matter of fact, I'm going to start all over from the beginning. There we go. There we go. That is perfect. Look at this. This thing is going to move. This thing is going to move. Do I want to do it from the wick first? Let's go from wick to wick. If I was to go from wick to wick, then it wouldn't add. Let's go from body to body. Let's go from body to body. Where's my low? Right there. Perfect. Perfect. Let me turn these wicks off. I don't want to confuse anybody. Turn my wicks off. There we go. Is that my low? Yep. Is that my high? Yep. Perfect. Awesome. Look at this. This thing, I need this to close above my 382. I need it to close above right where my resistance is. If I get to close above my 382, then my next level of resistance is going to be right here at 33 cents. At 33 cents, currently where we are, as a 22 or 24.99% return, possible 25% return. After that, my overall target is actually going to be about 39 cents, almost 40 cents, and almost a 50% return. You can purchase this token on KuCoin. KuCoin is where you can find it. I like this asset. Now, let's take a look at the EMAs. What does the EMA say? You got your support from your EMAs. Now, keep in mind this level of resistance right here. That 29 cent area. Keep that in mind. I do not want you to miss that. This is a level of resistance. It used to be resistance. Let me turn the wicks back on to see if it was one support. Almost, but it was also a level of resistance. So most definitely keep that in mind. Definitely keep that in mind. But overall, I like this. Let's look at this on a weekly. You got your support right here from your 236. Let me pull this down. And then let me pull this up. Boom. There we go. On a weekly, you have support from your 236 and your 20-day. Your 20-day is at 18 cents. You're currently trading at 26 cents. Let's take a look at the RSI, see how strong of an asset this is. And you are trending up. You got your support right there. Perfect. At 55.37, anything above 55, you are bullish. But you have to close above your 382 to actually get the confirmation that you are bullish, because you are facing the resistance right now. That is my analysis on Rev. Let's take a look at Mana. And Mana outperformed. Mana just outperformed everything that we had expected it to. This thing is in the hemisphere. I would not be a buyer of Mana right now. The reason why I say that is because you are all the way outside your RSI and you are above all major movement averages. I would be looking for a back test on Mana after it comes back and touches your all-time high, which was about $4.94 on Coinbase. But on some other exchanges, it touched $5. So me personally, that's going to be my resistance right there. I'm still not going to trade this or buy this right now. If I didn't get in it, I'm waiting for a pullback. So there's your area to look at right there. Right now, you are above your 618. Your 786 is at 436. It almost hit that 436. It didn't quite touch it just yet. But overall, you are overextended. You are completely overextended. Overly extended. That thing is super high. Yeah, no, I couldn't touch this. Not right now. I will wait for a pullback. I will wait for a pullback, and then I will come back and reassess. Let's take a look at Axis Infinity. Now, Axis Infinity has been on a tear as well. Let me delete all of this. Axis Infinity has went on a tear as well. This thing was super, oh my God, this thing was so cheap. Hold on. So right here, let me just give y'all, it was once $1.81. This thing ran up to $166 for a 9,086% return in 171 days. Just May 19th of this year, you could have got this coin or token for $1.81. How many tokens or coins could you have bought at $1.81? That is the whole reason why we are doing this, is because you could have got in at a certain point in time and ran it up, but you have to do your homework on these projects. Have to do your research on these projects. So let me chart this. So I'm gonna do a swing low to a swing high, and I'm gonna catch it from that wick right there to this wick right here. And then I'm gonna turn on my EMAs. You are under your 20-day. You lost your support from the 20-day. You are trying to hold support above the 50 and your 236. I'm not how sure. I'm not as strong on it as I once was, but we bought this thing back when it was, I want to say $75. $75, somewhere up in here, I was a buyer. If I'm not mistaken, I believe I bought it when it was about 75 bucks. Yeah. I believe I did. Yep, I did. I bought it when it was 75 bucks. So I bought it at the height, and somebody probably thought I was crazy when I bought it at the height, but then that thing ran up to 160 something dollars. So I'm still in profit. I'm still in profit right now. Now, where my entry was just so happens to be right up under my 200 days. So that is very interesting. If this thing comes back and touches $75, I'm going to buy the boat. I'm going to tell you that right now. If this thing comes back and touches $75, I'm buying it all. So overall, though, I'm looking for this 236 and this 50-day to possibly hold. Let's look at the 4-hour. On the 4-hour, you are getting rejected, or yeah, you're getting rejected from your 20-day, which is at $130. So, and you're under all major movement averages. So, resistance, come back test this, possible support, break that support, and who knows where you're going to end up. Let's see where you are on your RSI and your MACD. Now, on your MACD, you're trying to come out of that negative momentum. On your RSI, you are still bearish. Keep that in mind. So overall, though, on the target level, I'm honestly looking for this to come back and test $103. In all honesty, if it comes back and tests $103 or $105, then that will most definitely make me a buyer and start dollar cost averaging in. Let me see, what else do we have on here? I got time for one more. Let me tell you all about Bloke. Nobody really knows about Bloke, and it is having a phenomenal run. That thing has ran up to 11. It actually was at the height, it was 17 cents. Currently, it is 11.5 cents. You are facing your resistance at 11.8. It is currently trading at 11.5. This is a metaverse token. Most definitely do your research, find out what they have going on. They also have staking rewards. Your support is coming in right here at about 8 cents. Like I said, it's trading at 11 cents. Do your research. It has not come into that positive momentum yet, but you are breaking out of that negative momentum. So this would be something to most definitely take a look at. I got to get up out of here. I hope this information was helpful. Looking at the total market right now, you got about almost 4% incoming, but on the daily, see, you're under this 50-day. You're under that 50-day. So keep that in mind, and appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Until next time, y'all have a good day.